Alright guys, JD, welcome back to the channel. We are at Dylan's house. So we had a situation last weekend, did we not, Dylan?
It wasn't pretty.
Yeah. So Tigerton was something else. It wasn't a huge park, it wasn't nothing crazy, but the thing is it was a lot of boulders, a lot of shit to navigate. We ended up with bent A-arm, check it out. We got a bent radius rod, check that out. And then Dylan's machine, what did we have? We had overheat.
Yeah, pretty much. Overheat, go into limp mode, and shut itself off.
Yeah, so we got to 260 degrees, shut the machine down eventually, came back to test it. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go through, check the integrity of the motor, make sure it's not hurt, and then kind of go from there. So as you can see, that we got the hooligans running around. So
74 degrees and lovely out.
Yeah, that's it. 74 degrees, like Dylan said. We finally got summer here, and we got it's good.
You got it?
No, oh my God,
You got it.
Bubbles. Yeah, so either way, we're going to get some tools out. We're going to kind of go through what we're going to do. But before we get to that, don't forget, guys, smash that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up and that notification bell. Really helps the channel out. And let's get after it. Okay, so this is what we're kind of dealing with. You know, like, we understand that there's a possibility. People say that air can get in these systems. And we think that is a possibility of what actually happened to the machine. They say if you get like a crazy incline, decline, air can get past the system. So what happened is the machine was running fine. It hasn't missed a beat since he's purchased this machine for what, almost 600 and some miles now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we took it to Badlands and I ripped it hard.
Yeah.
And there was nothing.
So we've been driving it pretty hard, but like I said, it was a lot of bouncing around and ups and downs and all kinds of stuff. And what was crazy is once the machine shut down, we let it sit. We were able to give her some throttle, and once we got some throttle, you could see that whatever was stuck, whether it was an air bubble or whatever the case may be, it moved through the system, and it cooled, but it wasn't 100%. So now it ate a bunch of coolant. So we checked the coolant, we checked the oil, we checked everything that we can as far as a leak or anything like that. The only thing that we haven't determined is whether or not it's actually getting inside the intercooler. Now with that being said, we let the machine run. Dylan let it run again today, and it never got above 172, 174 degrees. Fan never came on, so it's holding temperature like it's supposed to. So we're not 100% sure whether or not it was an air bubble or whatever the case is, but we've got other issues. When we got back from Tigerton, we took it for a ride, and it was not running right.
Yeah, about half throttle. I get a misfire.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what it did. It's not right.
So with that being said, we understand that, you know, belts can cause issues, crank position sensors. You know, you see a lot of forums and problems that guys have with these machines, but nobody can ever seem to really pinpoint what the problem is. You get 10 different reasons for the exact same issue. However, it does look like this is the original belt. You know, you can see, I don't know if you can see very well, all the cogs are chewed up. It is extremely glazed. We've got a wear mark there. So with that being said, I've got a brand new belt. We are going to try throwing that on there, but before we do that, we are going to pull the plugs, clean the dirt out of there because there is some dirt and debris down in there, so we're going to get that out. And we are going to do just a quick compression test. Now, we understand that with a 4-stroke, you need to actually do a leak down to determine whether or not you got any serious leaks. We're just looking to see if we've got close to the same range on both cylinders, hoping that the motor's not hurt. Because if that's the case, we can get the spit and sputter and the misfire to go away. We're going to take it for a ride, keep an eye on the coolant system, and then determine what we want to do from there. So either way, we're going to swap some stuff out, check some compression, and go from there. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, because the last thing you want is dirt and shit to get down on those cylinders when we pull those spark plugs. So next we'll get the spark plugs out and go from there. Okay, so we got the plugs out, and we were hoping and fingers crossed that they came out and they were brown, they were whatever. So this is what we got. Yeah, you can see them there. You know, they are completely caked. They are white. The best thing is, though, is it looks like the electrode and everything looks to be burning the right color. So we don't know if that's from when it overheated or if these plugs on this machine have ever been replaced. So at this point, we are going to break open the compression tester, and like Dylan said, fingers crossed she's not hurt. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Good. Plenty good. Way above 120. Cylinder 2 is good. All right, guys, as you can see right there, that's good. That's, you know, obviously we're not going to get the leak down measurement, but we're just looking to make sure that we're up above 120 and that both cylinders are the same. So 1 down.
Oh, come on. Fingers crossed.
1 to go. We got a smooth operator. Ha! Anyway, cylinder number 2. Hold on there. Go ahead, Dylan. You're plenty good.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, she's building. No. Yeah, you heard them. So either way, both cylinders are, you know, probably 120, 125 PSI. So
Good news.
yes, that's good news. So thank goodness. We know the engine's not hurt. So we've got all the necessary stuff that we can do as far as general maintenance and stuff is concerned. We're going to throw some new plugs in this thing, take it for a ride, get it to operating temperature, and go from there. If anything, if it needs a water pump or something crazy like that, we are going to bleed the system, make sure there's no more air in the system. All right, so plugs are in. They were extremely loose. We think that may be a possibility why we've seen a white buildup as far as on the plugs are concerned. Is that, or we got an injector that may possibly, or injectors that may possibly have some restriction. So we're going to throw some 91 in there like it requires, and then put some injector cleaner and stuff in there. But what did Dylan get over there?
That's dirt.
Yeah, what's that over there?
And lots. What?
Yeah, oh, the particle separator.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of parts over there. You gotta be.
Yeah.
Yes, I got a brand new particle separator.
So that is the reason why
So
we're.
I can prevent that.
Yes. So as you can see, this filter has only been through two rides where it's actually been dusty. One Badlands and one in Tigerton, which he didn't even ride all day. And one on my machine still looks brand new. So he decided it's in his best interest to protect the integrity of this machine, and we feel it's going to be worth the $500, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There it is.
That's gonna pay for itself.
Okay, so we are going to finish buttoning a couple things up. We're going to clean the grounds on the battery, run this thing, and hope that spit and sputter went away, and hopefully Brutus is back to good. All right, guys, so I'm back on the road. We thought we had Brutus taken care of, and come to find out we did not. So there's more to the story as far as the cooling situation with Brutus. We were hoping we had it 100%, but we did not. So part 2 coming of Brutus's repairs. We'll have that update for that. Once again, guys, I want to say appreciate the support. Don't forget, mash that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and mash that thumbs up. Really helps the channel out. And like we always say, on to the next adventure.